One of the best parts of this game that I cannot wait to get my hands on is the crafting system in Outriders. So on this video I want to go over everything that you need to know about the crafting system and the importance and the impact that this system will have on the end game, because with the crafting system in Outriders you can do things like level up your weapon that is on level 7, for example, right now on the demo, all the way to your max level. Also in this system you can change the way the weapon plays, you can raise attributes and even make a crazy combination with weapon mods that otherwise you would never be able to find in the game. So if any of these interests you, a like on the video will be super appreciated, and let's get into this. So as I mentioned, the crafting system will come in the full game. So right now on the demo we are farming, that's why it is important to farm for all of these resources and weapon mods and gear mods. That way once the game comes you are a little bit further than most people and have everything ready to play out with this crafting system. Now the way that you're going to be interacting with this crafting system, first you need to unlock it. It's going to be unlocked on a mission, I believe maybe 2 or 3 missions after what we are doing right now on the demo. So what you need to do is go and talk to a scientist called Zahedi that you can find on a camp, maybe the next city that we're going to be traveling to. So he's going to be the one that's going to give you access to the crafting menu. So now once you get into the menu, the crafting menu is gonna look kind of like this. So on the left side you have all of the gear that you have in your inventory that you can select one of them for the crafting station. On the middle is gonna be what you have selected for crafting. It can be a weapon or a gear. And then on the right side you're gonna have the crafting options. So this is gonna be everything that you can do to that gear. And then on the bottom of those options you have the resources. Now out of these resources only 3 of them is what you need for the crafting system, right? You need the leather, the iron and the titanium. The leather can be obtained by killing hostile animals and dismantling piece of armor. The iron is found by harvesting the ores that you can find on the world. And then the titanium is granted by dismantling epic or legendary items. And last but not least we have the anomaly charts. Now these charts are used to raise the bonus attribute on your gear. Each attribute has its own crystal pool. You can gain anomaly charts by dismantling items. The way to know what type of chart you're gonna get by dismantling an item, you're gonna see this symbol next to that specific attribute on the gear, and that attribute is what you're gonna get as a chart to your crystal pool once you dismantle that item. Okay, so you have the resources that you need and you have selected a gear or weapon that you want to craft. Now on the right side, let's take a look at what you can do with this item. So the first thing you can do is improve the rarity. This option lets you increase the rarity of an item up to the epic. Yes, I said epic, because you cannot upgrade any weapon or gear to a legendary. Legendary are unique in the game, so you can only get them by getting the specific legendary. So you cannot just go and upgrade a epic or a rare item all the way to legendary. Now the resources that you need to improve a rarity of a common or unusual item is iron or leather. And the resources to improve a rare item, or most known as a blue item, are titanium. Now there is 2 things that you need to know about improving an item or increasing the rarity. So first, the bonus value of this improved item will be raised randomly. And then the second thing is that when improving to rare or epic, you will be presented with the 3 random mods and you can select one of them to be added to that item that you are improving to. So moving down, the next thing that you can do is raise attributes. Now as I mentioned, you have the anomaly charts that you can get by dismantling items. Then after that you can use these charts to raise the bonus attribute of a item. Also, raising an attribute has a price in the amount of the corresponding chart. So for example, if you want to raise a armor piercer attribute, you're going to be using armor piercer chart that you have on your inventory. And the amount that you're going to spend is going to depend on how high you're going to raise this attribute to. Now attribute has 6 upgraded stages available. Now this will be displayed below on each attribute in the crafting menu, so we're gonna have to wait for that to check that out. Okay, next thing in the crafting station are the mod gear. Now this is what has been talked about the most about this crafting system. I think this is what has most people excited about this crafting system, because the fact that you can mix and match different mods and make your own type of weapon when it comes to mods, that is really cool. So some of these combinations that you can do, actually you can never find them in the game on the piece that is being dropped. You are the only one that can make these combinations, so that's up to you what you want to do. So as I said, you can swap one of these item mods for another on your list of known mods. So for example, as we see on the screen right now, we have this mod that we want to apply to this weapon. So once you hover over any mod that you want to apply, the game is gonna tell you which slot you want to apply this mod to. So in this case, for people that play on PC, you can left click on your mouse to put it on the slot number 1, or you can right click on your mouse to put it on slot number 2. Now once you change a mod on a gear or weapon, one thing to know is that this action is actually repeatable. However, when you choose which slots to modify, the other slot will become permanently locked from modifications. However, we can change the mod on slot 2 whenever you want. Now, important thing to know though, mods effect don't stack. So meaning that 2 items with the same mod will grant this bonus only once. So if you're thinking about putting 2 of the same mod in one item, thinking that damage or whatever that thing's supposed to do, it's gonna be doubled, well, just forget about it, because the effect don't stack on mods. Only one of those mods is gonna act like that's the mod that is on that gear. The second mod, if it is the same, is not gonna activate at all. So going down for the next thing on the crafting systems, we have the swap variant. Now variants define a weapon's gameplay style and affects its firing mode, which is like single fire, burst or automatic, and also clip size, damage per second, recoil, spread and level of zoom when aiming. As your character levels up, you will unlock new weapon variants for each weapon type. The variant of the weapon can be changed using crafting. And after that, the last thing on the crafting system that I want to talk about is leveling up. So as I said, right now in the demo, we are all farming for those legendaries. Some people have been asking what is the reason about farming these legendaries if they are level 7, and you know, what's the point if we're gonna be playing and leveling up? We can get these legendaries at higher level later in the game. Well, there is few reasons, right? So first of all, as I said, right here on the crafting station, you can actually level up any weapon or gear all the way up to your level. The only thing is that it's gonna cost you resources to do that. And also another thing is that if you want to dismantle that item or legendary, you're gonna get these specific mods that you can save on your library. That way you can apply it on any other piece of gear through this crafting station. So let's speak of level up, right? So as I said, you can level up any item in the game all the way to the max level. So the items that can be leveled up are rare, epic and legendary items. And to level them up is going to be costing you leather or iron for rare items and titanium for epic or legendary items. Now leveling up an item will increase the item's primary parameter, in this case the firepower for weapons and armor for gear. Since the number of bonus attributes on an item is determined by its level, this action might result in additional of a new and random bonus attribute. So what do I mean by that? For example, on level 7 blue item, we can see only one attribute. But on a level 24 item of a blue rarity, we can see 3 attributes. So as you go up in levels, you will get extra attributes depending on what level you are. But yeah, that's it guys, that's the whole crafting system is simplified, and that way you know exactly what to expect and what to prepare for the full game when crafting comes. I know I'm super excited for the crafting because I'm gonna be spending some time doing some improvement and maybe keeping some weapons or legendaries that I want to keep right now, or maybe not, just get that mod out of it. Anyways, we do have a lot of options in the crafting system to do whatever we want for the end game and min-max our builds to the full potential. So let me know what you guys think of this crafting system in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit me with a like, I would appreciate. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more Outriders video. Cannot wait for the full game. I'm gonna be making content every day. So I'll see you guys in Enoch. Peace.